There's a lot of people walking around out there labeled as having anxiety, and everyone's anxious, everyone's frazzled, everybody has a disorder of some kind, it seems. But I just wanted to point out, and I'm sure some of you notice, my dogs are just playing beside me. Some of you notice it's kind of like an epidemic of anxiety, and we kind of just slap a label on it when we have these certain feelings that we don't understand or that feel like they're consuming us. And they can, but I wanted to point out the fact that there is so much electromagnetic frequency disruption in our everyday life. If you think about something as simple as a microwave, as the Wi-Fi, as the 5G towers, as the phones that are in everybody's hands for a lot of the day, the computers, the buzzing machines all over. There's so much electromagnetic frequencies out there that are disruptive to our energy, and it shows up as anxiety. So what we think we're just anxious about the future, we're anxious about something, we're actually overstimulated. We're overstimulated by all of these frequencies around us, and we're not meant to handle all that. We're not meant to have that coming at us. We're freaking miracles experiencing life on this plane, this realm, with all of this shit around us that is just poisoning our souls. So I just want you to be mindful that no amount of pills or potions or anything like that is going to take away the things that are all around us, in the frequencies that are all around us, that are penetrating our auras constantly. It's like abusive and we're all just kind of saying, well, I have anxiety, and letting it affect our livelihoods, and letting it affect like how we navigate our lives. And so there's so many different things that you can do to ground yourself from these frequencies. You can wear things like orgonite. I don't have orgonite on today, but sometimes I have it in my bra. Sometimes I have it like on my laptop when I'm working on my laptop. You can get them that stick onto your phone. My dogs both have them on their collars, so that they're not bombarded with these frequencies. If you want to know where to get it, I have connections. I will send you to her. She can make them for you. Actually, I know a couple of different connections for that. But also grounding, like how much time are you spending in the forest or in with your bare feet in the dirt, and in the garden right now. A lot of us are spending time in the dirt in the gardens, and it's very grounding. It's very good to pull that energy into the ground, because we don't need it just sitting in our aura all day and affecting our livelihoods. We can protect ourselves from it. We can actually also transmute it. Remember how powerful our minds are. Remember how powerful of a being that we are. We can say, I do not consent to this frequency bombarding me. We can also say, I only allow positive frequencies to gravitate to me. Having salt rocks, they give off negative ions, which helps. What else? So just, nature, hugging trees, and I don't know, you notice there's so many trees that have to come down because they're all dying, especially in the cities, because of the frequencies. The trees are feeling it too. So, before we just smack a label on it and medicate ourselves, just do the work to protect yourself. Do the work to get grounded. There's meditations you can do to ground yourself. There's intentions you can set. There is like shields of protection you can imagine yourself surrounded by, because that imagination is power. That imagination is intentional, and it works. To gather yourself, to surround yourself with this frequency that nothing damaging can penetrate. So give it a whirl. give it some insight. Also, I wanted to talk about anxiety is also not trusting in the future, not trusting what's in store. And if you think about our upbringings, you know, sometimes we're like, be careful. People our families were like, be careful, don't do that, that's not safe. And like, even when it was, and it was just like you were exploring your boundaries and exploring your abilities, just simple little things like that get us feeling anxious. So when there's something new coming up, when there's some new beginning, new chapter, new experience, sometimes we feel like, oh my God, I'm crippled with anxiety, and then we don't move forward because we're afraid. So remembering your power to the positive self-talk, the you know, I see you there, ego, I see you there, fear, because that's all fear is. It's just part of your ego that tells you all the reasons why you shouldn't move forward and you should be afraid. And I see you there, ego, I'm going to step right over you now because I know I'm more powerful than that. So that's just another thing, to trust that you are safe at all times. And new experiences, you know, life is one big trust fall, and not enough of us are taking that fall. It's actually a good thing when we don't know the whole planned out story ahead of us, when we're actually taking it day by day and listening to our guided messages, our intuition saying, okay, now take this course, go this way, message this person, experience this, like one thing at a time. Like in The Secret, they say the headlights only show you so far at night, and then you go a little further and then they show you a little further. You don't need to know the whole journey.